YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. Had to adjust the microphone there. Hopefully I didn't make too much noise for you. Back on the Morathi campaign. I've got one army in training up here. It's going to be Bleak Swords, Black Arc Corsairs, a couple of Dread Spears, several Reaper Bolt Throwers, and then some Dark Riders with shields. So we'll use that to protect our home province here, which is performing the ritual. And then I'm going to keep the pressure on down here against the lizards with Morathi. I don't know if this will be successful because they have an army over here they're going to start training. And I have to siege these guys out for quite a while in order to be successful. So we'll see what happens. We'll just see how long we can last. If I have to retreat, we'll retreat. But I want to try to keep the pressure on and see if we can actually get the lizards here. Nope. The reinforcements have already arrived. We're pretty beat up, so I don't think we're going to be able to handle much pain from them here. And they'll just be gathering more reinforcements the longer we wait, or they'll walk around me and just go for my settlements. Both of which would be annoying, so I think I'm just going to pull back and kind of rethink how we can take care of the siege. Ah, look at that, my ally coming in handy here. That's always helpful. Let's fast forward. Servants of Chaos. They could be headed towards me. Let's kind of just take a look at things real quick before I pull off the siege. Army's pretty weak in its current state. Cold One Riders, Chameleon Skinks.
Guide us, Cain.
We're gonna suffer a rebellion up here sooner or later anyway. I think what I'm gonna do...
To arms, Druki.
We could auto-resolve, but we're gonna lose a decent number of our forces in the process, so... I am gonna go ahead and, even though I don't like it, I'm gonna break off the siege.
To arms, Druki.
So, let's break it off for now.
Revenge awaits.
Gosh, I have them right where I want them, though. But they've got those reinforcements, and this would be a tough fight. It would be a very tough fight. Because we have so little infantry left. Just almost everything we have left is just nothing but squish.
For the witch king.
So I'm actually going to break the siege.
Ambition, their hides cannot protect them.
Let's come back, because we kind of need to calm down the public order up here anyway. Let's get replenished. Get resupplied, and we'll head back down. I wish I had something better than Bleak Swords right now, but that's about the best that I can do. Okay. Let's just go all in with the swords if we're going to do that. So... And let's do this, let's merge. Let's just delete this unit.
Hag sorceress of blood.
That way we don't have to wait for it to replenish. So, there we go. That'll work. That'll have to work. One turn, we should be able to get our full force back up, and then this army is going to grow, and we'll be able to use it to take care of some business as well, like getting rid of these high elves. Hopefully getting rid of the high elves may be easier said than done.
Cease your provocations.
We need some defenses. Can I really just unlock one more building slot? That's annoying. Grants 5 construction slots. Upgrade to level 4, and then I'm assuming 1 or 2 more when we get to level 5. Yeah, there's not a lot of construction slots here, which is a little bit irritating, but we need the extra garrison. Let's go ahead and spend the money. And we're going to go ahead and do this research here, Broken by the Lash, so that if we want to, we can head on into the next ones. I think we're good. I'm enjoying this Morathi campaign. It's pretty fun. Like, I actually played a little bit of a Morathi campaign just for fun that wasn't on camera, and it was, like, entirely different than what has taken place in this campaign. Like, I spent all my time up in the north fighting other Dark Elves, and I never heard a peep out of the lizards. or the Skaven or anything else. And this one, I've been dealing with the Skaven and fighting lizards. Look at this. Oh, it's a Chaos Rebel Uprising. I thought that was the Chaos that was sent to end my ritual, but it wasn't. That's hilarious. Yeah, I thought it was them, and they just went and like attacked my ally, and I was like, man, sucks to be my ally then. It was just a Chaos Uprising. My bad.
Do not vex us further.
Yeah, there's not much I can do to speed up the replenishment of some of these other units, but I think I'll wait one more turn. We got a Dark Steed here, but is there any spells? Magical Homing Missile, Doom Bolt. Ooh, Soul Stealer is pretty cool. Let's get Soul Stealer. It's like a kind of slightly weaker version of Spirit Leech that puts health back into your character, so that's always nice to have. We're going to need to use this Dreadlord to get some work done, though, so his loyalty stays high.
Tyrant of Nagaro.
And we're going to lose quite a bit of our extra income here.
Corruption of the vilest sort.
Wow, we can get a Death Hag. Priestess Witch Elves Perceptive. Magic item drop chance, that's cool. Immune to Psychology. Let's do the Death Hag.
Bride of madness. Death Hag.
I have just the poultice.
So we'll get the Death Hag in here, so that'll make it 19, and we kind of just need one more unit. Almost thinking about just chalking up one more Reaper Bolt Thrower. Because then we'll have 4 Reaper Bolt Throwers, will be a massive amount of firepower. It'll help us get rid of just about anybody.
I am the first sword.
Let's go ahead and end the turn. Like I said, this will put a pretty big hit on our economy, but we'll have so much strength in the army that we should be able to go out and win battles and be able to use it to our advantage. So we had quite a bit of money built up, so this will be a good way to use some of it, I think.
I am Morathi.
I think I'm
Mother
gonna
of the Druki.
move up here just a little bit.
Cain wills it.
Actually, there's really no point moving up because there's not anything.
Naturally.
I might as well just lay
I
back
have
and go ahead and
command.
replenish a little bit more. Mazdamundi's here. We could actually probably try and get them to fight us if we besiege the city. They have another army over here. They'd have to bring it all the way over. The only stuff that's damaged is just kind of our dark shards. Our main line's in pretty good shape. Let's wait one more turn and then we'll go siege Mazdamundi. And see if we can get him to come out and fight us. And then we need to get this new lord up here out into a fight before we start losing loyalty. So that's what we'll do. Plus, if we're going to spend all that money on getting that army out, we might as well go make some money with it. Seems like a good way to get a return on investment. Wait. Where the heck did those guys come from? Boy, that's irritating. That's gonna stop my, that's gonna reset my... Wow, that's annoying. Well, I guess I deserve that, because I didn't keep an eye on these guys. I guess they came in from here and I just totally missed them on the last turn, or they were in a fog of war, one of the two. Oh well. Well, at least we got a target for this guy to go handle here. It says I don't have good chances, but that's
We
laughable.
will make them bleed.
Oh, I forgot to put my Death Hag in. No, she's in there. Okay, good. Got the Death Hag. I wonder what it is that's making them think that they have a good chance here. I mean, these Reaper Bolt Throwers are going to absolutely take a crap on this Chaos Army. They do have the long range of the Hell Cannon, but we can easily handle that. Chaos is going to hill camp back here. Good to know. We'll deploy. Shouldn't be too difficult for us to get into range of those hell cannons. I think what we'll do is we'll put the bleak swords up front because they have the shields and they're a little bit tankier, and we'll back them up with the Black Arc Corsairs. I don't really have anything super tanky, or armor piercing, I should say. I don't really have any armor piercing. Yeah, this is perfect. We can put some Dark Riders in.
Dark Elves! Cain, bring them to me! Merciless warriors!
Get in here. Okay, these guys are hidden, which means you guys should be able to hide in the same spot. Just get in there. Thank you. Alright. These guys really didn't want to cooperate. Let's do this. Start battle. Their Hell Cannon is definitely going to do some damage to me, but once I get my Reaper Bolt Throwers in range, we can put an end to that really, really quickly, because we're going to have way more long-range firepower than they will. Their Hell Cannon hits harder, but we're going to have way more bolts headed in their direction. For some reason, they're not firing at me either. That's kind of odd. Okay, the Reaper Bolt Throwers are in range, and I'm going to start firing. Nice. See, we've already done a lot of damage. Their Hell Cannon's in range, but it's not pointed. Okay, now it's changed directions. It's actually just out of range.
We are ready.
Not really sure what this Chaos Force is doing or thinking right now, other than they must enjoy getting slaughtered by my Reaper Bolt Throwers. I'm going to push up and make sure I stay in range. We're going to force Chaos to come at us. Let's go ahead and pull up some Bleak Swords. We'll put a Dread Spear on either flank. Second line of Black Arc Corsairs. Okay. Yeah, our Reaper Bolt Throwers are doing some fantastic work. So far, their Hell Cannon has been rather awful. Okay, we're going to take out their Hell Cannon.
Dark Riders, advancing! Bolt Throwers!
Now, trying to remember why the auto-resolve thought that they had good chances here. Let's hit these Chaos Warriors here.
Bleak Swords! Destroy! Corsairs! Merciless host! Murder awaits! Blood shall flow! Dreadlord!
Okay, let's get up here and see if we can help take out the Chaos Lord. Chase off some of these riders. Let's just put our spears in reserve for now because we're getting a little bit overwhelmed over here. Yeah, so we'll just hold our spears in reserve. We took care of the Hell Cannon. It's gonna get ready for a rear charge. We're actually, those Dark Riders are quick. Let's get around this flank.
battle.
I don't think that hell cannon can still fire. They're just down to one piece.
Bolt throwers.
Yeah, we're kind of out of options. Let's turn and fire at these marauders with great weapons. There's your rear charge. Rear charge. Rear charge. Get a look at our Dark Riders. They're not going to be a very good unit to rear charge with, but it's all I have. And want to do everything I can to break the Chaos will to fight. We just got Murderous Prowess. So that is going to collapse most of the Chaos leadership. When I say leadership, like morale is what they would have called it in past games. Oh, we got caught over here. Let's get away from this. Let's just get out of here. Alright, where's the Chaos Lord? Take this guy down already. Alright, bolt throwers. I wanted you guys to take them out, but don't worry about that. Okay, the Chaos Lord has routed. Go chase these guys off. Save your ammo. Let's turn this way. Actually pretty proud of the way our army performed here. It's really quite good. Because there was quite a few armored Chaos units here. So, like I said, pretty happy with the way that they performed. Let's put some shots into this Chaos spawn. Their army's shattered, it's just that the Chaos spawn is unbreakable. So I'm just chasing down scattered units here. Alright, yeah. Reaper bolt throwers are just fantastic weapons. You saw the kind of devastation that they put on the Chaos Warriors before we ever got into the brawl here. You can see there the Reaper bolt throwers killing an actual spawn unit or two before we got into combat, so very versatile units, the bolt throwers. Bring some dread spears in, otherwise we should be mopping this thing up just fine. Let's just get up close and kind of watch the fight finish while these last few Chaos spawn. You can see them get picked apart. Look at the bolt throwers. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then there's this one Chaos Dawe right here. Look at him. Look at that brave little bearded fool. Or beardless fool. One of the two. Yeah. His moment of glory was pretty short-lived there, folks. So that was a convincing victory. I can't believe I let these goons interrupt my vortex ritual. That's like the first time I've ever actually had one of my rituals interrupted. I've always managed to stop it. I'm just like sitting there like, dude, what's happening? I'm the heir of Carthage. Yeah, sorry folks. Sometimes that's what you get.
Finding my way.
That's what you get for watching me. I'm gonna just kind of move down to this point, and then we'll worry about this other Chaos army, and then we'll resettle the Moon Shard and finish our ritual. Boy, that was frustrating. Oh boy, I can do better.
I am Morathi.
Let's see. Yeah, these guys are trying to build up more troops, so it's a good time to go put a siege on them.
Destroy
Public
them
quarter is
all.
still absolutely awful. Wow, they have done some upgrades. Because look at their garrison. 4 units of temple guards. Oy, yeah, I don't think we can take down 2 Stegodons, 2 Croxagors, and 4 temple guards on top of the Saurus warriors with just bleak swords. It is not likely, folks. Not likely at all, especially considering they have this other army here with
Falling
Mazdamundi,
back.
so we're going to have to...
Ambition makes haste.
This settlement is just getting harder and harder to take as time goes
I
on,
am the first
especially
sword.
considering the armies that I have here.
You will march.
So we're going to have to figure out a way to separate the settlement from an army and cut it off with the siege. It's just going to continue to be frustrating. That garrison is so stupid strong. It's just making it difficult for me to get any inroad there. Dread spears. Let's do this. We want to upgrade our standard units. Did we already do that in this army, by the way? Yeah, we probably should have done this. Like buffed up our attack and stuff on bleak swords and dread spears, because then it makes those cheap units way more effective. Way more effective tools. Blackheart Corsairs, Reaper Bolt Thrower. It would be handy to get my hands on a bolt thrower down here. Oh, we're not making any money though, so we don't want to do that. Crap, man, we lost a lot of money when we lost that settlement. Of course, we probably weren't making much, but... What do you want? You want a peace treaty? Why should I believe you're actually going to live by that peace treaty for very long? Something tells me you won't. But I am sick of fighting them. I'd rather go do some work up here and take more lands in Nagaroth and like kind of secure this settlement. Let's see if they're willing to give me any money in demand payment. Still high. So these guys are actually pretty desperate. Let's take the 1200 off of them. So at least that'll consolidate my fronts for a little while, and I can maybe go get Bleak Cold Fortress and some of the other stuff secured. We need to secure this province in terms of public order. If we can get some decent defenses at the mirror pool, then rebellions won't really matter a whole lot because we can just put it down with our garrison. Hey, thanks by the way too for all the dark elves that just let these chaos puppets just march right past to my lands. I would have done the same thing, but I just wanted to tease them, you know, for not helping me out. Even though I wouldn't have helped them in the least, I probably would have just laughed. But that's kind of the dark elf thing to do, right? Just kind of take pleasure in pain and suffering of others, right?
To listen, but I must. So
I don't want a peace treaty with you. What are you gonna do about it? Oh no! How am I gonna defend myself against these chaos warriors? The balance of power says I'm gonna die. Whatever shall we do? We're gonna be fighting a hopeless battle here, people. A hopeless battle. Did you guys get my sarcasm there? Yeah. Sarcasm definitely intended. My Blackheart Corsairs will absolutely mow down Marauders, and these Chaos Warriors are going to get hit in the face with a lot of bolt thrower action. Actually, yeah, this ought to work. I have an idea here. So once again, we're going to line up some Bleak Swords. You can see where their reinforcements are coming on. So what we'll do is we'll just shoot the living snot out of their reinforcements. I don't know what living snot is, or why I even said that, but whatever. You guys ever see The Simpsons where they were doing like the Air Force episode, and the colonel said, "I'm going to tear you up like a Kleenex at a snot party"? That snot comment just made me think of that, and that was a pretty good moment. Kleenex at a snot party, folks. Alright, here we go. The lame jokes are real today. Yeah, the reinforcements are going to come on into an absolute hail of yeah, there we go. Perfect. They're coming on at a slightly different angle than I would have imagined. Yeah, that should force these guys to come at us. So we'll kill these tattered reinforcements real quick. How do you like that? Does that feel good? Huh? Want some more? Yeah, just mow down this cavalry real quick. That'd be great. Otherwise, my Corsairs and other units should help make pretty short work of these guys. Let's take these guys out real quick. Okay, we got these guys surrounded. Our Corsairs should tear through these lightly armored Chaos Marauders in very short manner. Swap over to here. Actually, get ready to turn this way. Let's go ahead and wrap these guys up so we can get reset. I'm gonna fall just a little bit further back into this forest so we can stay hidden. Okay. There's a few warriors here who haven't routed, and it's kind of frustrating. Let's fall back just a little bit. Got our bolt throwers all lined up. Chaos Marauders. Let's find the more worthwhile targets. I'm not worried about Marauders. How are these guys still fighting? They're like totally outnumbered and surrounded. Okay, let's pause it real quick. Yeah, the fact that these units here are still fighting is pretty irritating because it's leaving my guys blobbed up a little longer than I want. I only blobbed up because I thought those guys were gonna rout relatively quick. Just gonna pull around here. We'll go get the Hell Cannon. Be good boys and rout, please. Rout, please. Okay. Let's pull up our bleak swords into a line. Let's fall back here. These guys actually still haven't entirely routed. Chase back these riders for a second. Okay, let's pause it again, make sure I'm in good shape. We are. Okay, bleak swords have repositioned. These few units that haven't routed though are causing a little bit of a blob up and a bit of a frustration point for me. Let's fire over here. Actually, this is not good. We got our Dark Riders overextended and into a bad spot, so we're going to lose a bunch of Dark Riders over here. We're going to provide some Reaper fire. Let's go after the Chaos Lord. The Hell Cannon will soon be silenced. And we're going to come around and try and get a rear charge set up. Wow, look. Guess who finally decided to rout? Throw some Dread Spears out here to hold up these faster units. Okay, Corsairs, you guys throw in. Okay, Dreadlord, there goes the Murderous Prowess. That's good news. Hell Cannon's gonna be silent. Okay, those hounds, even though I had an attack order on them, somehow went right through my spearmen and right into my artillery. And completely shredded this bolt thrower. Where's your equipment? Get back on your equipment. Alright, the Dread Spears. Get these guys out of here. I don't want them coming back either. Alright, hitting those guys, get our swords back over here. That rear charge isn't gonna... Well, I mean, actually we got the pressure on. Just broke this. Swing around, hit a rear charge there. The Chaos Lord got bested. There's another Chaos Lord there. These Dread Spears are holding out. Like, look at this. Freaking Warhounds came back 2 seconds later, and those are great units for tearing up my bolt throwers too, so that's kind of frustrating. It's just annoying that the unit will break and then like literally 2 seconds later like, oh hey, we're back. Just kidding.
To destruction!
I can't believe how long these Tark Riders held up over here against Chaos Spawn. Alright. We just wiped the floor with what was left of most of these Chaos units. Let's see how our Corsairs did here. Quite well, actually, most of them. Or I was looking at Bleak Swords. Yeah, the Corsairs still did good. I like kind of using the Bleak Swords to tank a little, and then using the Corsairs to bring in the anti-infantry bonus. So, now what did that auto-resolve say again? It said I had no chance? I mean, I know I'm incompetent, but come on, have a little faith here, Warhammer. Don't you know who you're dealing with? I may make a lot of mistakes, but I get results, one way or the other. I don't promise it's going to be pretty, but I get there. Okay. It's like, am I supposed to be looking at this settlement out here? Now, the real question is, how many times do I have to defeat these guys before they're actually dead? I think that's the third time that army's been defeated. That's okay, the extra slaves, I'm happy to have it.
What now? None shall live.
Alright, so now we just gotta chase these guys down and resettle Moonshard to keep our,
Madness fills the air.
Ooh, that's so much money and we're not making any, so let's wait till we resettle Moonshard.
I watch from the shadows.
Who are you watching from the shadows, Morathi? I mean, that's
That's
somewhat gross and cryptic. Like, I'm not really sure what to make of that statement.
I watch
Some
from
treasure
the
here that probably
shadows.
wouldn't hurt to get.
We are displeased.
It's not my fault you're displeased. Get over it. Slave pins, growth. Yeah, public order. So I know these only go up to level 3. But we kind of need some of these public order boost here just to get this province stable. We need the defense where the rebellion would come. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be helpful to have defenses in these smaller settlements too. Actually, we probably will. Yeah, we'll build that up here in a minute. Let's just worry about getting through this turn in first. Let's start buffing our Bleak Swords and Blackheart Corsairs. That'll make this army, yeah, look how effective that is already. So, I mean, our stats starting to climb very quickly. No armor piercing, but still, it's better than nothing. And look, see, our loyalty's gonna stay high because we have battles to win. So maybe it's kind of good that the Chaos people attack me here because it gives me a good way to keep replenishment up. Hinder replenishment specialists. Dance of Death. Sure, why not? Alright. We're gonna ignore the building. It's in the turn. Yeah, and I know I'm way behind on the Vortex stuff, but I'm not particularly worried about it. If we get enough money and armies, it doesn't matter what other people do with their Vortex. We'll be able to sail over, smash their face, and move along. We need to unlock Shades. Shades would be very awesome to have right now.
The thrill of
Okay.
battle awaits.
These Chaos Puppets
I wait
are gonna make nice slaves.
death to the weak.
Colonize.
What?
Alright, so we got Moonshard back and we can keep working towards the 3 turns remaining. We're gonna have to get our money back. I don't expect to be making much. Some scrolls, 500 battle captives.
Enchanting beauty.
Let's take Morathi out and go pick up this
Hag
cargo.
sorceress of Grond.
Really? Lost cargo? Growth? Income? Sure. We could use a little income. I was hoping it'd just be like a whole bunch of gold, but, you know,
Cease
I
your
guess we'll
provocations.
take the income.
Death above and below.
Dark Riders, Bleak Shore. Let's see what our... Yeah, we got a decent garrison going on here. So we'll be able to defend the main chain settlement. I'd like to eventually get... But let's see if we can fix the public order issues. Is it going to be getting better over time, or is it just bad? Lack of corruption, so it needs to be more corrupted, which should be happening. It's actually not getting more corrupted, so maybe we need a building that's going to spread chaos corruption. This one. So yeah, we actually need to put those in so we can spread chaos corruption to eventually settle that place down. So that makes sense.
Tyrant of Nagaru.
Let's go ahead and get this guy on the Dark Steed. Actually, let's finish Line Breaker, and then we'll worry about the Dark Seed. So now that means that, yeah, our Bleak Swords and Blackheart Corsairs are going to be pretty buff. There's another treasure over here, too. Let's send Morathi that way, and then we'll take out Arnheim and see what we can do about Bleakhold Fortress and try and get another province settled up over here. And this one should calm down. I'll wait till I'm making some money, because that's a pretty big investment there for someone who's making no money. Issue a commandment here again. We don't need public order. Income from slaves, growth plus 20. Let's just do this tax rate. There we go. Alright, let's see what we come up with here. Just about finished with this ritual. We're back on the positive side of income, even though it's not by much.
Mother of the
Are these guys still at war with the lizards? Looks like it.
I am Morathi. Trim the sails.
Just gonna sail on past over here and pick
Not
up this
now, but
shipwreck,
soon.
and then we'll go try and land at Arnheim. And we're about to finish there.
Hate incarnate.
Spread corruption. So apparently it'd be good for us to spread chaos corruption. Soothsaying, foe seeker, melee defense. Melee defense could be really good for this character. Let's go ahead and do the spread corruption, and then we'll work on the other stuff. Okay.
Do not vex us further.
Don't vex you further. I don't recall vexing you in the first place. Missile damage for bolt throwers, extra ammunition, reload reduction time. I mean, all that is quite nice. Weapon strength for shades and dark riders. Dark shards, sadistic, speed, dominating. That's for War Hydra. Income from settlements. Is the income from our settlements any big? It says plus 10%. Oh yeah, it's not much, so that wouldn't give us hardly anything. Let's go back into the tech tree here. Unit experience for Blackheart Corsairs. Speed for Dreadspears, Dart Shards, Blackheart Corsairs. Harpies. Let's just go ahead and do this bolt cartridges, because I do like making use of my Reaper bolt throwers.
I have a great many things to see to, so be quick.
Non-aggression pact. Yeah, I don't see why not. This kind of makes sense. I want to get expanded here. I don't feel like we own enough territory. Look at this other faction, like, took all this crappy territory, but because they're the AI and they don't really have as many penalties, they can settle all these horrible spots and not have it really rebel all that much. Well, they did get a rebellion down there, but they haven't had that many. They haven't had that many. Alright, so how are we doing? Yeah, we're almost on the plus side of public order here for the first time ever. Go ahead and spend a little bit more on some public order. Moon Shard can be rebuilt now.
The air.
Let's go ahead and use some of our growth surplus there. Public order here should be fine. Let's get ready to make a strike against Bleakhold Fortress and Arnheim all at the same time. Sweet! 2,500 gold from that. Picked up some bonus experience as well that leveled up Morathi. We can put her on the flying mount now, which would be pretty awesome. But before we do, I might actually work up and get Line Breaker real quick just so we can buff up these Bleak Swords, which are horrible. We need to get her some Black Art Corsairs.
To the waves. Hoist the sails.
Ooh, there's another treasure here. Sweet. So we'll pick up another treasure, hit Arnheim. Let's do it. The lizards are building up a lot of strength to the south of me. That concerns me a lot. I kind of think we need to take this bit of land and then just bring Morathi right back down here and get ready for a war with the lizard men. Because they're going to attack me. It's only a matter of time.
The ritual cast, and magic bound within the scrolls of Hecate was unleashed, lighting the dark skies of Nagaroth. The sorceress Felicion was joined by a murderer, one that hunted in the shadows. They looked upon the island across Poison Shore and waited. Approaching the island was all but impossible. Yet the ritual gave the sorceress ingress. Felicion bargained with the Oracle. In exchange for her freedom, the Medusa bade the sorceress to look in the mirror. At the heart of hated Althwan, the vortex was vulnerable. If the Witch King wished to step into the maelstrom and bathe in its power, then his body would need to be ready. A drink from a cursed goblet was required, filled with the life force of 5 victims. The rituals would reveal the prey that the sorceress and her assassin must hunt. An irony that the Oracle was blind to her own fate.
She was one of the victims. Oh man, those dark elves.
Four more rituals, 4 more sacrifices needed to fill the goblet. Then the Witch King may drink and be ready to enter the vortex. More of Hecate's scrolls must be found.
These cutscenes are cool. That was freaking awesome. But I guess the Oracle really shouldn't feel bad.
People are displeased.
Hang on. Wait a minute. The public order was just better than this. It was like almost positive. Lack of corruption, change returns, slaves, difficult. That's just weird. We had like decent public order a second ago. Well, chaos corruption is trending up now, which is good. And then what happened? What happened to our income all of a sudden, too? Did I miss something? That was weird. It's like all of a sudden we had worse income and public order. Yeah, because it was positive here. That is really odd. I have no idea what's going on there.
I watch from the
Whatever.
shadows.
Whatever. Just give me my treasure.
Make way. Roaring tide, like my fury.
So we got another thing that gives us even more terrifying Mask of E. Ooh, causes terror. I like that. Let's this one levels up, Blade Wind. Let's get the Doom Bolt. And then let's go into here. We got a potion of healing, huh? Let's put this terrifying Mask of E on the Death Hag, because she needs to be out kind of getting into fights. And then let's go back over to, there's Morathi. Oh wait, that wasn't the Death Hag. Hold on, I'm confused now. Hold on. We screwed that up. That was, yeah. I don't want that terrifying Mask of E on her. Let's just take her back to none. I want that terrifying Mask of E on the Death Hag. And let's see, hand weapon. There's no. Give her the buff to weapon strength. Let's go back over here. Give this guy a ward save. Some armor. He's already got the Crown of Command. Wide from trade tariffs. That'll be good for now. Okay. So we got the treasure. We're gonna be ready to hit Arnhem. Let's just get ashore.
Hoist the sails. Mother of the Druki.
And then let's get in a position over here at Bleakhold Fortress. So we're gonna get rid of these high elves in one swift motion here. Moon Shard, nothing else we can do there. We're about to get a little more income at Moon Shard. Let's focus on the income related buildings first, because I don't have a ton of money. There we go, let's end the turn. Ooh, those lizards. I don't trust them, and they could so screw me up down here. I need to hurry, take out these high elves, and double back quickly.
Your time with me is precious, so make known your request.
What do you want, jerks? They're at war with these guys, so if I sign a non-aggression pact with them, it's just going to make the lizardmen hate me even worse and attack me sooner. And that's probably who Mazdamundi's on the way to attack. So let's stay out of that one.
Anarian's bride.
Alright, Anarian's bride. Let's do some work. Gonna declare war here. Just some crappy Sea Guard. Gleaming Pennant. Let's put this here.
For the Witch King.
Auto resolve.
Beautiful. Deadly.
You are little more than thieves.
You are little more than thieves. Well, a thief I am then.
What's theirs is mine.
Let's just occupy, because I just want to try and quickly turn this province over to my own. We won't need that building there, I don't believe.
No mercy.
Bleakhold Fortress.
Disengaging.
Really? It's gonna give them that much of a chance? Seems like you're kind of overestimating what they're capable of, but...
Our treasures are
Acknowledged at last.
Val's Anvil. I definitely need to control Val's Anvil, but it's owned by Nagaron, which I don't really want to be at war with. But if we take the Hag Hall and start building this up a little bit here, so I'm thinking let's cut this from there. We don't need that there. Let's build buildings that make sense to have in this level 4 settlement, like this cultist gathering. And then we'll swap around here, do a little bit of fixing up.
Phoenix Queen.
After one turn of kind of resting here, we're gonna take Morathi back down to get ready to face off against the lizards, because I know the lizards are gonna turn on us. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. And then that fixed up my income rather nicely.
We share common
Okay. A little bit shy on money still, but it'll start to improve. I want to own Val's Anvil, though, for the extra ritual currency. Depends on how weak Nagarond is, how weak or
I have
strong.
a great many things to see to, so be quick.
Non-aggression pact. Okay, fine. I don't really want to fight you right now. How about you just leave my land, though? That would be preferred.
I refuse.
I think these humans want a
Lord
beating.
of the Black Court,
Let's give it to them.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
And that'll be a good spot to end this episode after giving them a bit of a beatdown. Let's get our lord here. Hydra. Shade, Shaft of Dark Shards, Black Art Corsairs. Reaper Bolt Throwers. Yeah, let's do that. And then this one will start to give reload time reductions.
Cruel and deadly.
Um,
Their enemies.
Let's see, Impassioned, Hinder. Oh, yeah, replenish troops even faster. Perfect.
Vicious Dreadlord.
So it says these guys have a good chance.
Slaughter
Again,
calls
laughable.
us.
Their great cannon does outrange me, but I'm not terribly concerned about that.
We will make them bleed.
This should be a massacre. Despite their overall distance advantage with their range, I have far more firepower with the 3 bolt throwers, and then their infantry is going to get absolutely slaughtered by what I have. Oh, and I get reinforcements from the settlement. How nice. Let's do this. Let's take the Reaper bolt throwers and kind of line them up over here, and we'll make our way up to put some fire down. And then we will move through the woods with our infantry to get cover. And we could do that. We could approach from back here in the woods too. Yeah, let's approach from the woods over here. 2 of them, and let's put 2 of them to guard our Reapers. And our Dreadlord over here. 2 Dread Spears. Actually, we'll put the Dread Spears here and then put all the Riders back here. Yeah, that should work. No, I don't want those guys in there. Hard group. Put those guys in their own group. Alright, there we go. Move up through the woods so they can't see me. Their cannon may choose to fire at my bolt throwers. And we're going to get some reinforcements from back here. Move up from this flank, start moving the cavalry down this way. Alright, so the little hill position that they've taken up is going to become a shooting gallery. At least that's what I think. Yeah, reinforcements. Let's go up here. Druki! You guys really like reminding everybody that you're Druki, huh? Okay, we're gonna move up here and get the attention of these Empire wannabes. Okay, the Reaper bolt throwers are about to open fire. Perfect. Let the reaping begin. just bring in our infantry group and start attacking, and then we'll come from the other flank with our cavalry. Yeah, while the Reapers unleash from range. They're not unleashing much right now. Let's move up a little closer. Okay, infantry's in. Just keep pushing up. As they fall away with their skirmishers, our cavalry is going to catch them. Oh, hey, let's not get stupid here. That would be a much better target so that we're not killing our own cavalrymen. Come on, I'm not a Skaven here. There we go. Now the Reapers are in a good spot. Just keep running these units. Oh yeah, look at those bolt throwers getting a hold of that blob. Then our Dark Riders in a pretty good spot right here. Let's surround these swordsmen and try and rout them out real quick. Oh, those bolt throwers. Now we're really opening it up. Just busted through this blob, so let's bring it on up. There we go. Dark Riders are going to rat out the swordsman. Yeah, so I'm not really sure again what the auto-resolve was smoking, but may want to reconsider whether or not it thinks that it's calculating the chances properly. Dark Riders. Look at this. You see that guy? Look at these guys flying back there for my Dark Riders. And then the levitating tree there. That's pretty nice, too. Must be the levitating trees of Nagaron. Come on, trash these filthy humans. Oh, yeah. Die, humans. There we go. Let's get our Death Hag and our Lord up here to help deal with this guy. Group 2. Just keep picking a couple of targets. And our Dark Riders are having a field day back here. They're just absolutely crushing everything. Dark Riders aren't even all that good. It's just that the troops that the Empire, Rebel, Colonists, whatever the heck they are here, whatever they've brought just isn't very good. Alright, so Death Hag scared this guy away. See, there's that terrifying Mask of E going to work. And then we're going to shatter the rest of these guys. So I think my Dark Riders ended up doing pretty well there. It's pretty funny watching everybody get launched around everywhere. Alright, Stig Frankenwerder. Is his name really Stig Frankenwerder? Stig Frankenwerder.
I have prevailed.
Oh.
Require slaves.
I'm sorry, folks, but that's
I
funny.
waited long enough.
You know how much that kid got made fun of in school
Move
right
it.
there. Scrolls of Hecate. Good. Got some more scrolls. And some more scrolls. More treasury, more scrolls. Thank you. Sacrifice to Hecate. Experience gained for sorceresses. Winds of magic. What do I get for performing it? I have to sacrifice 250 slaves. I mean, I don't really need it, but it'll help me complete a mission. Having that black arc would kind of be handy too, now that I have a port to get it from. But let's do this one first, because there was a mission behind it. Quest issued. Heartrender and the Dark Sword. Enables magical attacks. Adds chaos corruption. Ooh, that takes away 9 melee attack and defense as long as we're in melee. And 5 public order in local province. That's huge. All we have to do is win the battle with Morathi.
Of Nagaron.
That sounds great.
We will make them bleed.
My power grows!
Cruel and deadly. None shall live.
Let's do a treasure hunt here, and then we'll settle it. So it says, in the midst of this ruined city, you find a library. Although most of the building has already been destroyed by fire, but there is a hidden chamber. Inside there are a pair of books written in an ancient language. Beckoning your translator, you hand him the tomes for his consideration. Oh, I'm so not good at being a dark elf here. Alright, pleasure,
I have
murderous,
prevailed.
greedy. I mean, if I was greedy, I'd sell the books, right? But, I don't know, let's see what happens. What? I had to pay money? Oh well, at least we get some benefit. Our research rate gets sped up. So that's not the end of the world.
Death to the
Worse
weak.
things could have happened, folks. Worse things could have happened. Buffer bolt throwers. And let's come here to the death hag. Spread corruption, because we definitely want to spread that corruption. And then probably need to go ahead and... We are going to need to be able to recruit some stuff here. Shades would be really fun to recruit. Let's do Den of Outlaws, and we can bring Shades onto the battlefield. And then here... We need something to help with growth for now.
My glorious victory.
And then when we take Hag Hall, we can further expand that.
I am Morathi.
Alright, that's all the time we have for this episode. On the next one, we'll fight that battle, the quest battle. And then we're going to take Morathi back down here to hold off. The lizards are busy right now with Skaven. Could be a good time to get ready to defend ourselves, because I'm sure that, like I said, the lizards will double back for more. We're going to go ahead and build this before I forget. Spread more chaos corruption, get a little more public order boost. That's all the time we have. HeirofCarthage signing out. Thanks to MSI for sponsoring the channel, helping make these videos possible. Thank you all for being here to watch them. I love making it for you. See you soon.